Oh, hello. Welcome to the CEB show, Christian Botchalipi show, Christian Elliott Botchalipi show, whatever. It's a very special episode. It's post WrestleMania. It's post Easter, which it's funny. A wrestler who I've always hated has been very inspiring to me this past weekend, talking about all the work and come back from a legit injury to wrestle again because, you had a legit neck injury and had to do certain stuff to come back from that. I really gotta stop saying but I really do have so much, like last episode, so much I can talk about. So we're gonna hit randomwordgenerator.com, and we'll start with a word that'll inspire me on what to say first. Obviously, I'm driving again, so maybe you'll see me some. And this thing is taking forever to generate a word. I'm on someone's Wi-Fi somehow. Let me jump off this Wi-Fi. I just got distracted by a message. One thing I hate about, I don't know if I should say this phone, maybe it's my plan, but I have unlimited data, but I have limited high-speed data, and it seems like every time I start a new 30 days, because I do boost, reboost on whatever day it is, and then so the high-speed data restarts, so I get my high-speed data back, and I feel like I forget to turn my Wi-Fi back on, so I'll turn it off because my Wi-Fi is just bad enough wherever I am, it's better just to use the data, and then I forget to turn the Wi-Fi back on when I'm done. Or the thing just turns off. Little bit conspiracy theory of, I think it turns the Wi-Fi off. Because once I'm out of high-speed data, I feel like I don't ever make that mistake again. Because even when I don't have high-speed data, it's still sometimes faster than whatever Wi-Fi situation I'm in, whether the Wi-Fi sucks or the Wi-Fi is just far enough away. Now, I'll get into, so the random word was rabbit. I'll get into that in a second. Right now, I got to Austin Powers my way out of this parking spot, because for some reason, I should have took a picture, I should have videotaped it. This guy constantly, when I'm over where I'm at right now, and I park in front of my friend, this other guy will park between me and this dude with a Transformer logo, and he will give me about 2 feet to work with to get out, if that. But he'll give the guy in front of me and himself plenty of space, even though that guy, look at this. I can't get it out. All right. So you got 4 cars, my friend's car, then my car, and I'm parked very close to him. I'm in front of him. So his front is in my back. And there's hardly any space because I use the camera to get as close as I can to give people space in front of me, because we're at the end of the road. And usually, 2 cars, car and a half space up from me, there's a black car with the Transformer logo. So there is plenty of room for another car to be in there. And usually the same SUV takes that space. But for some reason, even when that black car with the Transformer logo has plenty of space in front of him, he gives him space behind him and almost parks me in every time I'm here. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, know your surround. Alright, anyway. So the word random generator gave me is oh, by the way, I don't know how much time I have on this, but I'm going till either I run out of things to say or the camera just goes off. So who knows where this will go. So anyway, the random word generator to inspire, to direct me on my path of what to talk about, gave me the word rabbit. And man, do I sometimes feel like a rabbit. Anyway, it's funny. Ha 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 ha. Like, maybe it's hypocritical, really, to think about, oh, these filthy animals just banging and making babies. If you didn't know, we have it's kind of a cat problem. I don't want to call it a cat problem. We're trying to take care of it, get these cats fixed, but we live in the woods, and they're making babies faster than we can fix them right now. There's a couple of the boys. I need to get them. I get them, and then I can start working on the females, and then I just look for other boys like you. I see you looking at the other girls. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so anyway, so it gives me this like mindset of like filthy animals, and then you hear about people having babies out of wedlock. It's not even just out of wedlock, just accidental. And you just think of and it's not even, and to be fair, that can happen to anyone who, gets it on. Even the people who aren't like constantly, just hooking up whenever, as much as possible, whatever. But then I'm like, man, I need to get some. Anywho, I don't like talking about that stuff. I really need, with this show, I really need to forget that there's a possibility someone I know will watch this. And just speak from the heart, even if it's not good or whatever. Wow, my hand is right there. Anywho, man, I need another word to inspire me on the next thing. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know where it takes me. It takes me to the fact that, so I've always wanted someone before I, wanted someone with me, that we can build with, and that when I am super successful, totally going to happen, I know they're not a gold digger. They were there from day one, or before the success. And also, it would help me focus, because I wouldn't be thinking about not having someone and spending, because I find myself like scrolling through these dating sites, which, oh my gosh, is a subject all in its own. I could do reviews on dating sites, but like, take Tinder. They just seem to have changed their site a little bit, and I find it annoying in one way, and I find it more convenient in another. Because before, there's your picture, and it shows a little thing on top of how many pictures, like little bars, or really how many breaks in the bar, because each break means there's another picture. So, also, so when before whatever update it just had, you'd have to click on this little eye that's on the picture, and it'll bring up the actual profile, and you can read whatever they write. Well, now they've taken that little eye away, and you just tap on the picture to change it, because if you tried swiping on it before getting into the profile, you swipe left or right on the person. And I regret making that mistake a couple times. So now, I don't have to hit that I to get profile information. Just now, the profile information, it doesn't seem as in depth. I feel like I don't know if there's less information, or I'm just seeing people with little information, because there are a lot of people with little information. And then there's some people who write like a decent profile, like, yeah, I'm looking for this, and I want this, and I'm this tall, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't say blah, 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 because I don't care. I do care. I kind of wish more of them wrote more. But anyway, sorry, I was thirsty, needed a drink. So anyway, like these dating sites, like some of them are so dumb. Like, what are you doing? Like, most of them now are all just Tinder-ish, swipe left or right kind of stuff. But then they have other issues. So, like, I feel like maybe I should start a series in where I review these dating sites. Speaking of series and programming, about to announce on Instagram. I guess I'm announcing it here first. I guess it depends whether I post before this is uploaded and goes published on YouTube. We're going to announce the content review initiative or whatever. Pretty much what we're going to do is review our content and announce content and planned content, and give the okay on each programming. I mean, I can tell you now, any of these guerrilla style shows I do, like the CEB show where I do it whenever, those are going to stay. I know Cosmic College Baseball is going to stay, or really it's the Galactic Baseball League. I also know that Orbit series on Back to Brag Gaming will stay. Galactic Baseball League, by the way, is on Back to Brag Sports. This is on Back to Brag, obviously, if you're watching it. And pretty much the problem is, great, now I'm starting to get that dry sinus feeling, and I was just at my friend's and he started sniffling and stuff. Crap, I hope we didn't catch each other's cold, or we didn't catch a cold from someone else or something, or worse, COVID, and not so much because I'm afraid we're going to die of COVID or anyone in my family, because I'm pretty sure COVID has passed through my household and my friend's household. But even still, just being sick with a cold or COVID is a pain in the D. In the butt. Pain in the D butt. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah. So the problem is we plan too much stuff to do, and we just don't have time for it, especially with my studio still being worked on slowly. And I think we've gone over this the last episode, where I've been waiting for my brother to fix his mistakes, his mess. And it's got to the point where, he's 18, trying to teach him a lesson in cleaning up after himself isn't as important as getting my stuff ready to go so I can do this stuff, take it seriously, give it the old college try and whatnot. Because it's not just Back to Bragg suffering, F4A radio suffering, just everything about me is suffering. Well, I'm in a place where things are changing and I gotta figure stuff out and probably figure out stuff quicker than I thought I would have to. And really, so my birthday coming up, that's gonna be another kind of reset day. Because like I was saying with, what is that in the road? Just some junk. Nice word for junk. Anyway, so like I was saying about a wrestler I've never liked inspiring me, it's kind of triggered in me that kind of go get 'em attitude. That's why I'm heading home at a decent hour. I was distracted by something before I left. Kind of bad timing. Story of my life. One of the stories of my life. Bad distraction timing. Really, it's 1:09 now. I'm gonna have to get up at 4 something to take my brother to work. And I'd like to get like a solid 3 hours in. I'm still about 30 minutes away from my house. I'm gonna still have to take my dog out. I might have to figure out my sleeping situation, which mostly is just gonna be like, do I need to change this blanket? Am I gonna have to replace this pillowcase? Am I have to move cats off this couch? Blah blah blah. So getting to bed in time to get 3 solid hours is not looking good. Because I figure if I just went home, took the dog out, came back in, went to sleep, I could get 3-ish hours in and then brush after I take my brother to work. But it's not looking good. So maybe I'll get home, take the dog out, brush my teeth, and then get what I can in sleep. Man. And then when I get back from taking him to work, I'll go right back to bed, hopefully. Like, all that stuff is hard, though. Like, getting to bed, going to bed. Sometimes I need to keep the phone away from myself, for starters. Like, as soon as I get home, put the phone somewhere, like charge one in the kitchen, put whichever one has an appropriate amount of battery life next to me as an alarm to wake up. So I can take my brother to work and make sure he is up for work, which he probably will be. He's been good. Like, he's only messed up once, and that's because he forgot to set an alarm, but we made sure he set an alarm. By the way, since this clock is going, the show is going till I've run out of something to say or the phone stops, like, subscribe, turn notifications, follow, and all that other stuff. Anyway, back to what I'm saying.